Just waiting for everyone to join. Welcome to round 2. Got a few in a row this morning. We've just had Sarah from Savasna. And now we're just... Oh, there she is.
There she
We
is.
were just talking about
Hi,
you.
Kira.
Kira from Pamper Girl. You're in Perth.
Let me just add you.
Where is she?
Hi, Sarah.
Hello. Oh, there she
There
is.
she is. Good morning.
Hello there.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good, good.
Thank you for joining us. Lovely sunny Tuesday morning.
Yeah, it's lovely out there.
But just hopefully we'll get just 1 or 2 more people to join before we start. But obviously this will be on our feed for the next 24 hours. So if anybody wants to watch it back. So so if you want to just tell us a little bit about you and your business. And I know Chantal, what were you going to say?
I mentioned to her earlier, I said I want you to tell everybody about your angel wings at the back. So not just tell us about Kira, but your whole journey, how you started. We want to hear everything about the Pamper Girl.
So yeah, the wings, 5 years ago when I decided to start the salon, I had just competed in a fitness competition and I wore the wings and they sat on my dining table for about a month and I didn't know what to do with them. And I was like, it's a lot of money that I spent on them and stuff. So one of my girlfriends said, stick them up in the salon. They match the color. I was like, yeah, but they're not purple. She's like, but your towels are blue and everything. So yeah, that's how they sit there. And every day when I walk in, it's a reminder of what I achieved. Because at that time in my final prep week was actually the week that I did my training for the IPL machine. So I was getting up at 4:30 in the morning to train, come home, sort the kids out, take them to school, then do 5 hours of IPL theory. Then I'd have a lunch break, which in that time I had to prep my dinner and sort the boys' lunches out, and then do 5 hours of training in the afternoon for the practical side of the IPL, and then still go and train that night to do my weights. So I was determined to prove to my husband that I can do 2 things at once, and yeah.
Yeah, that was a very busy time in your life. I'm pretty sure you are very proud of that. But we know you overall a very busy person. But yeah, tell us more about your business. I know that you not only focus on beauty treatments, but you also like to look at overall health. You like to look at inner health. If you'd like to just tell us more about what you believe and how you work with that.
Yeah, so I was introduced to Environ basically in 2002 back in South Africa. The college I studied at used Environ, and from there I went to 2 different clinics. They weren't using a product that I felt was affordable for me as a student at that time, so I told them about Environ and they then started stocking it, and basically I used it up until about 2012. I was using Environ. My mom, no matter which country I lived in, we've lived in the UK, in Dubai, and then here, my mom always used to bring the products over for me. But then, of course, it got a bit expensive for her to bring it over, so we stopped and I got onto other products. But when I did the IPL machine and brought it into the salon, I spoke to them and said, look, I need a product that's going to really, really work well with the machine. And she said, Environ. And I said, well, I've actually got my qualification. So I got in touch with her, had a chat to her. She came around, had a meeting, looked at the salon and said, yep, that's perfect. So I did a refresher and it's worked really well because with the IPL machine, we do rejuvenation and pigmentation and acne as well. And I found with the 2 treatments together, I don't really stock any of the big machines for Environ. So my facials are basically based on equipment-free facials, but I still do my medical needling. And I think it's funny because being small, a lot of people kind of look at you when you talk about a product and stuff like that. You really have to sell it. And I am really bad when I believe in something, I will talk it. I will
Yeah.
talk. People have get sick of me, and I posted on my Facebook and everything. And people have seen my face. I had really bad acne scarring after having my youngest. I had literally scar here. I had it all down my chest and my back. I had to go on Turactatan, but it was perfect timing because I just finished that when I started the salon. So I went on to Environ, and you wouldn't even say that I had acne. I have no
Amazing.
scarring. My needling, I love it. I was actually going to needle on Sunday night because I had a few people. I did my cosmetic needling the other night, and so many people messaged me and said, "Oh my goodness, didn't it hurt?" I'm like, "No, it's not sore." So I was going to actually do a medical needling on Sunday night, but I realized my skin was actually dry and needing more moisture to it. So I thought, well, I could do that, but let's focus on something else. And I talk to my clients about that a lot of times. Don't just look at one thing. You need to focus on your main goal that you want to achieve, but there's also other aspects that you need to focus on. And that's where my love for fitness comes in, because I do speak to my clients. I have clients that come in for an IPL treatment. We'll get chatting, and by the time she leaves, I've given her exercise advice or diet advice. The simplest thing sometimes is just increase your water. People don't understand how important drinking water in a day is. I drum it into my kids all the time. So yeah.
Oh, we love it.
Jeez, that
Yes,
was good.
you
That was a
are
lot of
passionate
info.
girl. We love it. Give us more.
You literally, I think you just answered like a chunk of our questions, but that was brilliant. So yes, obviously you mentioned about how you came to use Environ and know Environ. Yeah, and pretty much why you use it now, because you get the results.
Yeah.
Big lover of the skin needling, like you said. And what was it? Oh, golden question, I suppose. Any of your particular favourite products, treatments, or have you noticed a shift? No, you're not doing treatments necessarily at the moment,
Yeah.
but have you noticed a shift in what your clients are asking you for, or questions coming from them, how they can look after their skin while they're at
Yeah.
home?
You message me and stuff, especially with me posting little things on my personal page as well. And it's quite funny because I love the Revival mask, and I'm really bad I've kind of pushed the boundaries a little bit by rolling and then putting it on, and it did tingle a little bit, but my skin, like I've been going up to people going, feel it. So yeah, that would probably be my top. But I think out of everything is the eye gel.
Yes.
I love my eye gel, and it's the one product I sell probably the most of to clients, but they can see because I literally don't have it. And if I look back at photos, I can see the lines were there, and now there's nothing. So I think it speaks for itself.
Amazing.
Amazing. And Kira, if somebody asks you now, what is the best routine they want to do their own facial at home, what would you recommend they use?
Depending if they have used Environ before or not. So if it's my new clients that have just started, I would say to them to maybe use the Alpha Night Cream,
Yeah,
maybe
a little bit
twice
of
a week,
exfoliation.
just to get exfoliation. Because the other problem is a lot of my clients don't use an exfoliator, and then they can't understand why they're not, come through or get better absorption. So I do say to them that, and then use a clay mask. But for my clients that have been using Environ, I literally have said to them, go with the Revival mask, use that. I had a lady round on Friday night. She's actually a friend. And we sat down and went through, and I did basically a program for what she needs to do in the morning, what she needs to do at nighttime, and what nights she needs to use her masks. And she's got a whole lot of little samples. So I said to her, well, 1 week you can use these samples, which was the super moisturizer capsules, or use the moisturizer one night. But just getting her to actually try the samples, because she's got them all there, but she doesn't know what to do with them. So I found it really good. She came around for a one because she's a friend, but I've had 3 other clients where we've chatted like this, and I've got them to put all their products out and say, right, that's that one. This is what you use it for. This is when you should use it. Because the clients see me post things and they go, oh, I'll have that order. And then they forget about it. They forget why they ordered it.
Yeah.
I love that you consider what they have at home. You don't try and sell them something new. You rather work with what they've got, and you create basically a unique facial for them from what they've got, because you obviously understand people are short of money maybe, or just can do the best that they can do at home, and we can really achieve good results at home.
With the way that for me, I hated it whenever I went to these Tupperware parties and someone's trying to sell you stuff. And I know environments are more personal in the clinic, but I hated it, and I used to just blank off and wouldn't hear anything. Whereas I think by talking to my clients and trying to understand each one's individual situation and give them what they need, because I find with the clients, especially the ones that have just started on Environ, by just giving them the products that they can afford, and then slowly I say to them each month, when you've got a bit of spare cash, let's add this in. And I give them a budget of what products I recommend, so that they can then from there add to their products that they have at home. And by doing that, I think it's touching a personal side, and they look at you and understand things, and they see that you're not just feeding them all these products, but they respect that as well, I think.
Yeah,
Wonderful approach. I love it.
definitely. Really good.
So I was engrossed then. I was just like,
the two of us listen.
So thank you for that, Kira. And obviously you did touch upon, so basically best tips and advice for looking after the skin at home. Like you said, you very much based on what the individual skin needs, what they've already got at home, how they can, because let's be honest, these products are far too good to go to waste, certainly. So maybe they'll use one thing once or twice a week, other things more, but I think as long as they've got those essential ingredients, getting those vitamins into the skin, that is definitely the theme, what everyone's been saying the last week and this week. So I think that's wonderful. So I think, just to sum it up really, I know unfortunately clinics aren't due to open for a little while yet, but is there anything on the horizon for you when you do open your doors? Is there anything new and shiny?
Well, I've got to kind of do a bit more checking to see if I can, but hopefully I'm pushing to try and get my Cert 3 in group fitness training, so that I can get it finished, and then that way add in with my cellulite treatments, add in a few little extra treatments. So I want to kind of combine the two, because I feel that they work together. So I want to kind of help clients achieve goals that I've heard them talk about in the clinic. So, yeah.
Oh, that's
amazing.
Exciting.
Oh, good for you.
Kira, any way specific, preferable communication that you prefer people contact you via your Facebook page, website, phone you, what's the best way to get in contact with you?
Anyone. I've had people send me DMs on Instagram. I've had Facebook messages. I've had people send me text messages, and then I've had quite a few people call. So, I'm kind of, now that I'm kid-free, I have time on my hands.
Brilliant. I love it. You're not fussy. Just contact me anyway. I love it.
Thank you so much for your time today. We really appreciate it, and good luck with all your training for the spinning, and we look forward to when we can go back into full swing and getting the people through your doors.
And physically come and see you. That would be lovely.
Thank you. Take care.
Thanks, Kira. Keep up the amazing work.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Okay, so that was the beautiful Kira from Pamper Girl. Thank you ever so much for joining us, guys, on our Instagram Live number 2 of the morning. I'm just going to see if there was any questions as we go. I know a few people commented and a few people joined, so thank you ever so much. We will be having one more very, very shortly. What time is it now? So 11 a.m, so another 15 minutes or so. We've got